Hey, what's up guys, it's Statics here, and this is our first gameplay slash commentary on STZ Pubstomping, and this is a introduction video to Whitey.
Hey guys, it's Whitey. Yeah, like Stat said, this is our first video going up on STZ Pubstomping. We're really excited to get the clan going. We have some big plans in mind. We hope that it's gonna be really fun, and that's what this is all about. It's just all about having fun. Yeah, but on to that. Basically, the clan. We'll just talk a little bit about the clan. We want to be more about entertainment, and what I mean by that is not as much like stats or scoreline, because when you look at like the Benny Central video where he got 300 something kills, that was a pretty cool scoreline. But at the end of the day, that wasn't entertaining at all. You know what he said in his score streaks. I mean, it was pretty cool to see that he was actually able to do it. But I feel like entertaining gameplays are ones where you're playing kids who have decent skill. I mean, not the best, but decent. Because when you're playing good players, you start to do well, they're usually going to back out. Everyone demands a good gameplay on YouTube. They say, hey, you aren't playing good players, these kids are terrible, I wish I had your lobbies. Well, guess what? You know, it's not that easy. You aren't going to find lobbies with terrible players all the time. And when you do, it ends up being a pretty cool gameplay. Usually, it has some ridiculous scoreline, but it's not very entertaining because the kids aren't shooting back at you or anything. So yeah, this is more what I want to talk about, like STZ. I'm really hoping that we could grow as a clan, and I feel like we should be more about entertainment. And what I mean by this is I want you guys to just come here for a scoreline or a stat line. Like KDR and SPM, it means nothing, I guess. I mean, it does mean something, but in my point of view, I strongly believe that like entertainment is like fast-paced action all the time, never stopping. I feel like this was what this gameplay was about, and I guess I could talk more about the gameplay basically. And what I was doing in this gameplay was I was farming the hardpoint. And when I say farming the hardpoint, I mean I would run in and out of the hardpoint, not staying in there long. I would just go in there for the capture points. And what this does is it helps you reach streaks faster. You really build up your score streaks. And that's why if you ever look at my hardpoint stats, I have a very high, ridiculously high score per minute. It's like 600 or something for hardpoint. And that's because all I do is I run in and out of the hardpoint trying to grab these points. And the way that you can do this is you have to have two really important things. You have to have map knowledge. And what I mean by that is you need to know where all the head glitches are, and you need to know where the spawns are. And you also have to have hardpoint rotation. So you need to know where the next hardpoint is going to be, and when you need to be at the next hardpoint, because that's really an important factor. If you don't know how to rotate, then you're really going to get left behind. You have to run across the map for the next hardpoint. But once you have that V set up and you really know where all the enemy is, they're clueless because the counter UAV is up. It really makes them into terrible players just by the way that you're playing. So that's what I was doing in this game. I was just trying to farm the hardpoint, do a little bit better at rotating. These kids, they weren't the best, but hey, you aren't gonna get gameplays against the best anyways. I mean, I've never seen a gameplay where it's been some ridiculous scoreline where two greats are going at it before. But anyways, back onto STZ Pubstomping. I know that we have a few members. We have Statics, Eric, Shake Slayer. He's a support runner. He doesn't have a YouTube channel, but shout to him. Statics. Who else do we have in the clan so far?
We have Gasmax, Toxic, and Cynic Fear.
Alright, sweet. So yeah, we're just looking for entertainment. If you guys can bring entertainment, that's awesome. Yeah, that's all we're looking for. So if you bring a few gameplays, like I got quite a few gameplays in one day, and we don't want just one great scoreline, one great gameplay, one entertaining gameplay. We want you guys to be able to consistently put out. And I know like getting gameplays is stressful, but at the same time, you know, we can't put up gameplays where you want like 30 and 12. It's just not that entertaining, and there's, yeah, a lot of people know how to do that. We want to put out gameplays that you don't see very often. And this is one of those gameplays. I mean, you don't really see a 21 capture hardpoint gameplay and that's what this whole clan is about. It's about showing entertainment in different ways. So yeah, I think that's mostly what I have to say. I want to thank Shake Slayer for running support in this game, and Statics for allowing me to post on STZ and letting me in the clan. I know that we're gonna do some great things, and I'm gonna turn it over to him. Go away, Statics.
Whitey, so what was the score in this gameplay?
The score was 50 something to 11. I think it was like 55 to 11. And the end score for me was like 11,000.
So yeah, that's pretty much the gameplay right here, and using Type 25 with fast mags and stock, I believe, right?
Yeah, my setup was Type 25 fast mag stock. My perks were hardline. Perk 2 greed was scavenger and toughness, and perk 3 was dexterity. My lethals were C4, and my tacticals was the EMP grenade. And I guess I could talk to you guys about why I chose those perks. It's the only important perk when you're farming the hardpoint. If I was gonna stay in the hardpoint, I'd probably go with flat jacket. And if I was gonna do a lot of running around like league play, I'd switch it out for lightweight. But in this gameplay, I chose hardpoint or hardline for hardpoint because I knew that I was gonna be farming hardpoint and getting a lot of score streaks, and I needed to get those fast. I chose scavenger and toughness because I want scavenger to replenish my ammo. Type 25 really eats through its ammo, and I love tossing those C4s. And toughness is basically, well, you guys know it's a necessity in this game. And then dexterity, I used to run tac mask, but I realized that I'd be caught jumping in a window with my pants down more often than I get caught being concussioned or shock charged. So yeah, both are tac mask and dexterity are both really good perks, but dexterity has the extra bonus of being able to run. Like when you're running, you can draw your gun up faster than usual. So that's why I chose dexterity. And C4, it's a great lethal because you can toss it around corners. You can get people you wouldn't be able to get with your gun. Sometimes I rely on my C4 too much, and I often, when you have a V setup, you don't know if the guy's using flat jacket. So like, I'll throw a C4 on the corner, expect him to be dead. He isn't dead, he kills me. So I think that's one of my reasons that I don't always use C4, because I do get a little bit too used to it. And EMP grenades help me really with getting like shot charges and concussions. Not really concussions, but claymores and bouncing betties out of the way because I'm not using tac mask or flat jacket. And that's my setup. You guys should, if you guys are having problems finding good setup for the Type 25 like I was, I just realized that I have to run it with no optic, because when I run an optic on this, I don't do well. And the iron sights are really good once you get used to them. It has a high rate of fire and a low recoil, which is really what I like in a gun. And then it has a slow reload though, so when you combine it with fast mag, that really like takes away the slow reload. And I almost always have stock on all my assault rifles just because I don't like moving slowly. I like ADS in corners. And yeah, that's about all I have to say about my setup. Statics, do you have anything else you want to say?
So tell us a little bit about yourself, like how old you are, where you from?
Don't be gay, don't be a predator. But
No.
yeah, I'm 16. I'm from Northern Virginia. I've been playing Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 3. Yeah, I know. I was actually a Christmas noob. But yeah, one of my friends, he used to beat me all the time at quickscoping, so I wanted to get better at quickscoping. So I eventually got really good. And then when I realized I was better than him at almost everything, I found myself actually enjoying the game more. And yeah, I took off with this game. I absolutely love it. I think some people have problems with it, but that's because I guess you guys play it too much. I mean, if you play something too much, eventually you're going to get annoyed with it. Same with eating something. If you're going to eat too much peanut butter, eventually it's going to taste nice. I really enjoy this game, not because it's like, I don't know, not because I like being the best player or anything, but I'm not the best player, by the way. But I feel like it's competitive and it's not too hard to go into my family room and turn on my headspots and just go away with it. Whereas like if I wanted to go and play basketball, I'd have to go down to the street and get some guys. But yeah, I think that's the gameplay.
So,
thanks for watching, guys.
This is our introduction video to Whitey, and yeah.
STZ Pubstomping for the win, boys. Let's go.
Peace out.
Peace.